What's up YouTube, this is Reese here from C Manga to review Soul Eater chapter 106, Dark of the Moon 3. So yeah, this month's chapter is a very cool one, you know. Corona is pretty much seeming really overpowered at the moment. You know, it's like, you know, before like Black, you know, at this point now obviously they ain't got a weapon, so Black Star's kind of going in with his whole hand-to-hand combat again. And if you remember like before when he took on with that, he was literally just like annihilating her with it. You know, this week though, he's not been able to do nothing. Seriously, it's having no effect. And to make matters worse with that is the fact that Mako is kind of useless at the moment, seeing as how she can't do anything. And, you know, he's there having to protect her as well, so he can't fully, you know, concentrate on the fight and everything. But hell, Mako wasn't very useless for very long because, like I predicted, her father, Deathscythe, turns up and they're able to perfectly sync together, and yeah, it's disgusting. It's disgusting what they're able to do, you know. They literally just knocked Corona. They basically just knocked it out, pretty much. It's like, seriously, it's like halfway through she's kind of like, how can you two be all fully in sync, you know? You're not compatible and everything, but it's like, it don't take a rocket scientist, seriously. They're father and daughter, so, you know, it's kind of obvious they'll have perfect sync, you know? The same genes, same DNA, so why wouldn't they be perfectly syncing? You know, seriously. Well, actually, what was kind of like cool was the fact that she was using the whole witch hunter and demon hunter with Dad as well, and it came out of some cool forms. You know, he had the weird axe-looking one. Yeah, basically just really cool. You know, you used to see like, you know, it being Soul with his like one side, because Deathscythe has two sides. It looks crazy. So yeah, end of this month's chapter is basically where it kind of gets really interesting. Basically, Corona kind of loses complete control, and then Kishin takes over completely. So it's like she ends up, something like wings come out of her, like encase her, and like a egg looking thing, and next thing all you see is Kishin start coming out, which I don't know, it's kind of predictable that this would happen, but I thought it would be a kind of a different way, you know. I thought it would be kind of the way like she starts losing control, obviously same way, but Kishin would in fact kind of like burst out of her, you know, just leaving her there on the floor completely out cold, maybe a shell of a former self out, just, you know what I mean, kind of like, I don't know, basically just burst out of her, you know, and then he'll be like looking down like she's nothing, then try to absorb her that, then, you know, absorb her that way, instead of like, you know, the whole inside out absorption thing's kind of a bit, I don't know, I just didn't expect it really. So yeah, that's basically the gist of this month's chapter, you know. That basically three main moments in it. You had the whole unarmed, and you had Deathscythe coming in, Corona going like, oh, what's going on, getting knocked the F out, and then, yeah, Kishin coming out. Crazy. So with all that said, this month's chapter is basically getting a 9 out of 10 from me. Why? Because, you know what, the action was awesome, drew me in pretty quickly. You know, well, I don't have to be telling you that, you've already, you know. Yeah, it's like, but seriously, my prediction like for the next, how it's gonna end up in like either next chapter or the next couple chapters is basically, you know, like, come on, they're taking on Kishin right now. They have not got the power to be doing that, so they're gonna get their asses handed to them. You know, how easily, I don't know. Maybe they'll be able to hold out long enough, but either way, the way it's gonna end is Kid is going to turn up, save the day, and then, you know, by connecting the third line on his head and just blow Kishin away. But the only problem with that is, what are they going to do once Kishin is beaten? You know, seriously, it's like after they defeat him, who's going to be the next one to rise up? It's like, what, who, Noah? I don't really think so, because, you know, they already beat him once before. So, it could be that little Ibon bookmark dude. Yeah, the book of Ibon bookmark guy, he could be like next main villain, I don't know. Only time will tell, really, you know what I mean? So hell guys, like I said, I am giving this chapter of Soul Eater 106 a 9 out of 10. But hell, that's my opinions, you know. What's yours? Do the usual, comment, rate, subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Alright, see you then.